Oh, yeah.
Okay? Like we were bringing out earlier, you unconscious clowns, son nigga, and nigga no light.
See, we knew that was gonna happen when you start seeing Polite over there in Hollywood.
Sold out
with his Bentley and his Teslas and beating these people and stuff like that.
Sonetta mad because he'd take them along with him.
Yeah,
that's all it is, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
That's how you niggas beefing. And above all, remember Polite shot up the Bible at the shooting range? And he said, I'm going to get the Bloods and the Crips. And what happened? Now you niggas fighting each other. You getting locked up. Your accounts getting frozen. All right? Sonetta and that wicked ass nigga, cokehead general, what's his name? Sarasusetti. You know what I mean? Now them niggas beefing. They beefing now. What happened?
He wasn't the same for a minute either.
Yeah.
Sarasusetti. Like, what happened?
Because he got his behind whipped in that debate.
Yeah, at that debate. Yeah, man. What was that? Nasir.
Yeah. Because that's what happens when you come up against this truth. The Most High, it was a matter of time before he got you guys, man. And we gonna get scriptures on you guys, man. Because matter of fact, we couldn't forget you dudes, man. Wicked ass niggas. Get Mark chapter 3 verse 24. You know what I'm saying? These guys are we knew it was a matter of time. When you come up against the prophets, that's bound to happen.
The book of Mark chapter 3 verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. If the house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand.
The house of consciousness. The house of consciousness cannot stand, man. You all fighting each other, man, because that ain't the truth, man. That's what scripture says. Get Psalms 127 verse 1. You see what I'm saying? It was a matter of time before Yahawashi made his move on them dudes, man. You think you're gonna come up against the scriptures and mock this word and there's gonna be no judgment? And this is only the beginning. Okay, you're gonna hear other crazy things happen.
And they did a lot of mockery. A lot.
I remember the elders explaining to Polite in the kingdom, and he said, "The kingdom? Like, what are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying?
He thought like a fable.
Yeah,
he
said the kingdom. You see, that nigga think it's a joke, man.
Psalm 121.
127 verse 1.
The book of Psalms chapter 1. The book of Psalms chapter 127 verse 1. Except the Lord built the house, they labor in vain that build it.
So that whole thing is vanity. That whole thing is vanity. Because the Lord didn't build that house, man. He's not dealing with the house of consciousness. We got all these different Negro ideologies combined together. And you're talking about y'all building. Building what? What the scripture says again? Read it again.
Except the Lord built the house.
Except the Lord build the house, man.
He's going to try to go to 61st and Amsterdam.
Yeah, 12th that way.
So I'm saying, read it again.
Except the Lord built the house.
Except the Most High build the house. Go ahead.
They labor in vain that built it.
So that thing was in vain, and we see it now. The only thing that's going to be left standing is what? This truth, man.
That's it.
Who the Israelites are, man, and who their power is.
It's too many confusion.
Yeah.
When you have black conscience and African this and that 5%ers, and then it's all confusion, man. You know what I'm saying? Then they have debates to make money. Those debates are over with. I remember the first debate I wanted to see. I wanted to see Polite get smashed.
And he did.
And he got smashed. He started running around the room.
By Tazariak, yeah.
Tazariak destroyed it.
And the Most High just used that to just make the truth go out even more. That's all that did.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But that shit is done now. Now it's time for y'all judgment, because they told y'all that you guys are Israelites, man. But you still want to go with this Egyptology. Get Ecclesiastes 19:22. You want to go with this Egyptology, man, which we're not Egyptians, man. I don't know how many times you're gonna bring that out, man. You don't Ecclesiastes, the apocrypha, yeah. You don't physically go back to Egypt, man.
What chapter you want?
1922. You don't physically go back to no Egypt, man. Okay? And first of all, Egypt ain't never been an empire since how many thousands of years ago? You want to go look at Egypt? Go to the Metropolitan, man. See what I'm saying? And they show you all the relics of the ancient Egyptians, because they would say, "Oh, foolish people." They believe when they die, they take all that gold and treasure to the spiritual realm, man. That's why they killed the entire household, because they thought they had that in the afterlife. And what happened? A white man dig that up and put it in a museum. So how stupid they were, man. They were foolish people, man. Matter of fact, get Ecclesiastes 19:22.
The book of Ecclesiastes, Apocrypha, chapter 19, verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. Read that one more time.
The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. That's the knowledge of wickedness, man. I don't care if you know the entire Egyptian history and Hotep and the Book of the Dead and the Akhenaten and the laws of Ma'at. That's the knowledge of wickedness, because if that was so profound, they would still be in power, man. Egypt was no different than any other empire. They fell. They rose and they fell. They had their time. Scripture says time and chance happen to all men. The Most High gave all these nations a time to rule. You see what I'm saying? The only kingdom that's going to be forever is the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of Yahawah, man. Alright? You got something? Get Ecclesiastes 21:25. 2 more chapters up. 21:25.
Oh, Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, the Apocrypha, yeah. So I'm saying them guys are idiots, man.
The book of Ecclesiastes, Apocrypha, chapter 21, verse 25. The lips of talkers will be telling such things.
No, 27?
Oh, Salakia. Verse 27?
Yeah.
Oh. When the ungodly curses Satan.
Yeah, read it again.
When the ungodly curses Satan.
When the ungodly curses Satan. They call it Sarnetta Shugnetta now because of that contract. So Sarah Sutton said he cursing him out. Him and Polite going at it. It's just wickedness, man. Read it again.
When the ungodly curses Satan.
When the ungodly curses Satan, go ahead.
He curses his own soul.
You cursing your own soul because you guys are what? You're a reflection of each other. You're both grimy ass niggas. You're both what? Supposedly niggas with knowledge, man. That's all you guys are, man.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19, verse 23. There is a wickedness and the same an abomination, and there is a fool wanting in wisdom. He that hath small understanding and fears the Most High is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresses the law of the Most High.
Yeah, so it's better you know these scriptures, the basic morals of the Bible, how to treat each other, love your brother as you love yourself. You see what I'm saying? Then you can break down the sciences and how far the sun is from the earth. But you a grimy nigga, man. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna talk about you know how them guys talk, them Pan-Africans try to use this $1 million vocabulary. You see what I'm saying?
But he's vernacular.
Yeah. Trying to get all deep and eloquent. Yeah. But he's a grimy dude, and that dude Polite has been exposed many times as being a thief, man. Okay? Robbing your own people, man.
Sometimes they train themselves to be like that. So when a non-knowledgeable man hears this man speak these $1 million words, he's like, oh man, this guy's smart. Yo, this guy's brilliant.
Matter of fact, get 2 Corinthians 10:4. 2 Corinthians 10:4. These guys, man, they Satan, man. But you know, the Most High was gonna get you guys. Okay? He was gonna get you. Read that.
3 and 4, 2 and 4.
2 Corinthians 10:4.
10 and 4. The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down the stronghold.
Now that's what this word did. All right. That whole house of consciousness, this word pulled down them different strongholds. That's what the elders told you other Israelite groups. You had no business dealing with them guys, man. After you debated them one time and you cut them, and you showed them that they Israelites and what they follow in this foolishness, that was it. Their stronghold got pulled down already. So I'm saying we got no business. Scripture. We have the truth, man. We have the light, man. So I'm saying, so we don't gotta join ourselves to anything.
Right, exactly.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 30. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord.
There's no counsel against the Most High, man. Because this, what you're gonna understand, this word is gonna bring everything down, man. that's bringing out Esau right now, because his secrets has now been exposed. He's been exposed, man. Now, I mean, America, Babylon is being exposed, and the elect is getting sealed. So no council could come up against the Most High, man. All right, no council. Get Nehemiah 9:17. These people, they wicked as hell. So we in one zone and they in another. We ain't even paying them no mind. So I'm saying this word going out. Nehemiah 9:17.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 9, verse 17. Nehemiah chapter 9, verse 17. And refused to obey, neither were mindful of the wonders that thou didst amongst them, but hardened their necks, and in their rebellion appointed a captive to return to their bondage.
That's going into it. The history of Egypt. When we came out of Egypt, Nehemiah going into it. And that's the same niggas we're talking about right now. The whole house of consciousness. They were the Negroes that wanted to go back into Egypt, man. See, they're back in their lot. Read on.
But thou art a God ready to pardon, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and forsooketh them not. Yeah, when they have made them a molten calf, and said, This is thy God that brought thee up out of Egypt, and have wrought great provocation, yet thou in thy manifold mercies forsookest them not in the wilderness. The pillar of the cloud departed not from them by day.
That's the UFO. Read on.
To lead them in the way, neither the pillar of fire by night, to show them light and the way wherein they should go. Thou gavest also thy good spirit to instruct them, and withheldest not thy manna from their mouth, and gavest them water for their thirst. Yeah, 40 years didst thou sustain them in the wilderness, so that they lacked nothing. Their clothes waxed not old, and their feet swelled not.
Keep reading.
Moreover, thou gavest them kingdoms and nations.
So this is what the Most High did for his people Israel. Keep going. All this stuff that he did for y'all. Keep reading.
And didn't divide them into corners, so they possessed the land of Sihon, and the land of the kings of Heshbon, and the land of Og, king of Bashan.
So he gave us the best land. Keep reading. In the land of Canaan. Read on.
Their children also multipliest thou as the stars of heaven.
Because Israel can't be numbered. Read on.
And broughtest them into the land concerning which thou hast promised to their fathers, that they should go in to possess it.
Keep reading.
So the children went in and possessed the land, and thou subduest before them the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, and gavest them into their hands.
So whatever Israel asked for, the Most High gave it to them. Read on.
And with their kings, and with the people of the land, that they might do with them as they would. And they took strong cities and a fat land, and possessed houses full of all goods, wells digged, vineyards, and olive yards, and fruit trees in abundance. So they did eat and were filled and become fat, and delighted themselves in thy great goodness.
And this is the point.
Nevertheless, they were disobedient and rebel against thee.
All what the Most High did, from giving you the best land, delivering you from your hand to your enemies, all of that, man. Israelites did what?
Nevertheless, they were disobedient and rebel against thee, and cast thy law behind their back, and slew thy prophets, which testify against them to turn them to thee.
That's what we read in Matthew 21. Read on.
And they wrought great provocation.
Read 27, the last one.
Therefore thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies.
And that's the reason why 2/3 of you, that's the reason why we in America today. And that's the reason why 2/3 of you going to be punished, man, in this day and time, man. And that's why Sarasut Seti and Polite and all you niggas gonna be destroyed, man.
I got scripture.
Huh? Finish that up, 27?
Yeah.
Who fetch them, and in the time of their trouble, when they cry unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven, according to thy manifold mercies. Thou gavest them saviors to save them out of the hand of their enemies.
Now, who's going to be the main savior that's going to deliver us out? Yahawashi. That's the main one. You see what I'm saying? But you guys, man, you're going to be destroyed, man. All right? And it just show you how ungrateful, because it's the same spirits all over again. See what I'm saying? The Most High said I did everything for Israel, and they continually kept rebelling against me. I sent the prophets, and you kept slaying them. All right? So now the blood is on your head, man. Bring out your point, what you said?
I was going to bring a scripture out.
Con.
The book of Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. Woe to rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and the covering of the cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. They walk and go down to Egypt, and have not asked of my mouth to strengthen themselves, and the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yeah, that's what they do. They trust in the shadow of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? Because Egypt is not even it's not like Egypt is ruling today and you lusting after it. Egypt it's just a tourist spot. That's all it is. So you trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. That's these niggas today, man.
Yep, and even out here, because you see a lot of symbolism out here in America that represents Egypt, Rome, Babylon. Okay, you see all these things out here in America. That's why they call it the melting pot, man, because there's so many cultures and nations that come from beyond come out here to America, man. You know? So that's why you're seeing all these things, man. You know, and that's why we gotta get together, man. That's why we gotta have a stronghold, man.
Go
ahead, brother.
No, keep reading what you're saying.
And we can't stop doing what we're doing, man. Because if you stop doing what we're doing, we're going to get sucked into Egypt, man. We're going to get sucked in, and we're going to get put out, man. We're going to get aired out by the Most High, man.
I got a scripture. The book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdoms of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over the basis of men.
Yeah, and he set up Esau, the basis of men, man.
Got scripture. The book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 9. All the beasts of the field come to devour, yea, and all the beasts in the forest. His watchmen are blind. They're all ignorant. They're all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Yeah, that's the leaders of Israel. The leaders of Israel, these church leaders, these political leaders, these so-called conscious clowns, you're dumb dogs. Because you're not preparing Israel for the great day, which is Jacob's trouble, which is coming, man. Next year just might be the year, because we know Trump going to do all kind of crazy things, man. He already almost started World War III, and he's not even in office. Because he contacted Taiwan directly. See what I'm saying? And America hasn't done that since 1979. You got to go through China. So he already making moves as a president-elect. And he's not even president yet.
He hasn't been sworn on yet. He ain't sworn.
So
he's like causing trouble.
He's already causing trouble, man. So
then he told Carrier, he said, if you leave, I'm charging you 30% tax of something to bring,
bring more jobs. Like they're like, and this guy not even in office yet.
Yeah, like who the hell is you?
You see what I'm saying?
Trump's gonna be the one that gonna bring World War III. Martial law, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's why earlier you had that simple nigga, that Negro, talking about he had a hat saying "Make America Great Again," and he voted for Trump.
And you know what? You know how you gonna bring in this martial law? For the excuse of immigration, man. For illegal immigration.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's trying to go house to house, man. How we trying to do? He's trying to go house to house, trying to fish out all these illegal immigrants. The illegal immigrants, knowing that they are the
illegal immigrants. Yeah, your forefathers came out here unannounced, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You got the audacity to say we're illegal immigrants? Come on, man. This is how people's land first, man. We don't want to taught you how to cultivate the land. We don't want to teach you these things. If not, you still be living like how you was living, man. Then that movie Birth of the Nation, they were saying how they was like animals, something like that. Like they didn't know how to do nothing, man. No, man.
God, that's Psalms 49:11.
No, man. Y'all know how to do jack, man. What's the fathers teaching them, man? No, they don't know how to survive. Nothing. They'll still be like animals, man. Like damn animals. You know, even though they're civilized a little bit, they still got animals in them, man.
They're still animals. That's why they still eat meat with blood in it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why a lot of them sleep with their dog. A lot of Edomites is into that bestiality.
Yeah, I see a lot. I had this lady I used to work with, right, at the Walmart in Delhi, and this other lady told me that she one time said she got eaten out. Her dog ate her out, man. I was like, what? I said, yeah, that's kinky shit, man. That's
kinky. That's wicked right there, right?
Like,
and then these Edomites out here, they got these weird fetish, man. They got all these weird fetishes. There's one that you try to be like, act like a baby. You want people to feed them. A grown ass man having a grown ass playpen shit, man. These weird fetish, man.
Because the scripture tell you the spirit that's in him is not right. He has a perverse spirit. You know what I mean? The scripture say he's the wicked. He's the wicked, man.
He's bugged out, man.
Like the Most High created him. Like what you say, he created him to show us how not to be, man.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? He's the left hand. That's Satan's children, man.
That's when you see how people acting, how they act like Edomites, man. So it's like,
and you become perverse. Matter of fact, Proverbs 12:26. How people become perverse, man. Said they beat surpass the wicked.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
Now we were supposed to be more excellent because we got the law. Neighbor to other nations. Go ahead.
But the way of the wicked seduces them.
Our people been seduced, man. That's why you see all these jakes. We just saw one the other day with the most craziest dress code I ever seen. And he got sodomy all over him, man.
What time you coming tomorrow?
Proud too, man. See what I'm saying? Because read it one more time.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them.
And like we brought out earlier, Brother Yohanan said earlier, during the time of Maccabees, the Greeks gave Israel the license to sin. You don't got to keep no law no more. You don't have to circumcise your kids. You can eat pork. You can set up the gymnasiums, exercise naked, all of that. And a lot of Israelites did it because they gave them the license to do that. And Esau gave you the license to do that today. You be a homo, you could change it. And, you know what I'm saying? He gave these women the power to be whores. Like, he didn't get abortions. You could do all that.
Hold that.
See what I'm saying?
And they like I said, they
he legalized marijuana. Like he's giving you the license to do evil, man.
But they know we got the freedom now. That's why you gotta go, man. You gotta go.
But the Most High set him up to deceive the people he don't want. Like he don't care. Yahawah, Yahawashi don't care. That's to your destruction, man. So I'm saying that's a stumbling block. Like we read earlier, let their eyes be darkened that they see not, man. So you caught up in Babylon, that's just on you, man.
Yep.
I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with us, man. The scripture says good is set against evil, man. So we on the right, Lord willing, and they on the left. That's what the Lord said, Matthew 25, I think it's 25. He said, those that are on the right hand, let me see, like I said earlier, it's like we in two different zones. We in bringing this word out, and these other people, they in a whole nother vibe, man.
You talking about the parable of the 10 talents?
No, after that.
Are you talking about verse 41?
He said, let me go further. Matthew 25.
34. Then shall the king say unto them his right hand, come ye, bless me, bless my
Which
Father.
scripture? 24?
34.
Yeah.
All right. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, 25, verse 34.
You start from verse 31?
Start verse 31. Okay, fine. verse 30. The book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another.
The separation happening right now. All right, through the word. Read on.
As a shepherd divideth the sheep from the goats, and he shall set up the sheep on his right hand,
The elect.
but the goats on his left.
It's 2/3 any other nations, man. Go ahead.
Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
And that's what we brought out earlier. The kingdom was prepared for you from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? So this is, come on, man. The Most High, that was his intention for his people to rule anyway, man. But this whole thing, what you don't understand, every Israelite man was under a test, man. This whole universe was under a test, man. But only the elect gonna endure it. So he said, the ones that on the right hand, he gonna say what? Read again.
It's, it says, then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
And Lord willing, that's gonna be us, man. And the brothers that labor week in and week out, that's gonna be us, man. Go ahead. Oh, it's not getting dark.
For I was a hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger that took me in.
What he saying of those that on the left? Go ahead.
Oh, on the left, we'll drop down to 41. Verse 41. Then he shall say unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels.
And I ain't talking about Satan, all right? You bunch of idiots out there, man. Read Revelation, the 12th chapter. We talk about there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought the dragon. That's talking about Esau's what? His military, man. Because the scripture says, when the Lord come back, it tells you,
What's up, guys? Happy holidays, Stacey.
same here. He, see, our holiday is,
saying? Just keep it going. Like,
yeah, that's one of the security for that.
Yeah, thank you. Keep moving, man.
Yeah, like we said, what else saying?
Are you saying about the left-hand side of?
Oh yeah, it's Satan and the Revelation, the 19th chapter, man, which tells you the dragon, which is a kingdom, made war against the Lamb, man. So that's Esau. His angel is his military. All right, and they're gonna be destroyed in that everlasting fire. What's the fire? Nuclear destruction, man. And the fire that the lasers are gonna bring, man. The Lord. So we gonna close this out soon because camera about to die. Matthew 7:24 to 27.
The book of Matthew, chapter 27. The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended and the floods came.
And the rain is coming. Jacob's trouble. Martial law to chip. Race riots, disease, warfare, massive death, civil war, World War III,
famine, all that.
When the dollar crash, all that, man. That's the flood that's coming. Go ahead.
And the rain descended and the flood came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, but it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not, shall be likened to a foolish man which built his house upon the sand.
And that's conscious community. The conscious community. You built your house on what? Sand. Lies, man.